Hey guys, thanks for joining us for the August newsletter. We're trying something a little bit different this month because we know how busy y'all are. Who has time to watch a 20-minute video of me going on and on? So what we're going to do is sum everything up for you very quickly, but we'll provide links to all the videos and the articles in the top right of your screen and in the description below, so you can watch them at any time you want. As always, if you have questions or would like to sign up for the newsletter, there are links to those forms in the description as well. Okay, first off, did you know that 80% of heat-related deaths occur in outdoor work environments and 61% of non-fatal heat-related injuries happen indoors? Well, it's true, and OSHA has recognized that. On July 2nd, OSHA proposed a new rule that will protect indoor and outdoor workers and reduce heat-related incidents and deaths for those exposed to hazardous heat. OSHA's goal is to protect all workers, but this rule specifically applies to those that are in a work environment that's not sufficiently climate controlled. This is important for workers, but also very important for employers because you will have to abide by the rule and have a heat injury and illness prevention plan in place. Check out the full video in the link above or in the description below. Next up, we're talking to all you hazmat carriers out there. Did you know that in the past 10 years, there have been 52 fatalities and 160 injuries from hazmat incidents involving tractor trailers? And a hazmat spill can cost more than $1 million to clean up. That's big money right there. And that is why hazmat carriers are required to go through training. The most important things to know here are: 1, if you are considered a hazmat carrier, which I hope you already know, and 2, if you need to take training. Well, if the answer to 1 is yes, then the answer to 2 is yes. The US DOT Hazardous Materials Regulation says that all employees with job duties involving hazardous materials must complete a hazmat certified training within 90 days of starting a position and attend a refresher training every 3 years after that. That's pretty much the gist of it, but you can watch the full video in the link above or in the description below. And if you have questions about the types of training we offer, check out cnslearninghub.com or contact us in the form below and we'd be happy to help. Next up is for all you pilots, aviation employees, and aviation employers out there. The FAA is not much different than the FMCSA. You are all in the transportation industry and you are all working in what are considered to be safety sensitive positions, so you are all required to be tested for drugs and alcohol. And as an aviation employer, just like in trucking, you're required to have policies and procedures in place for this. Drug and alcohol testing should be pretty standard stuff for most of our viewers, but we will throw that link to the full video above and in the description below for you. Next, we are talking about the $1 Million Man. And no, I'm not talking about that wrestler from the 80s and 90s. I'm talking about Tony Kurrick. He owned a company, several actually, in Rochester, New York that made him $1 million carrier, but not in a good way. And that's because he was cheating the FMCSA for years. The FMCSA eventually caught up with him, but basically he was trying to avoid bad CSA scores by continuously setting up new companies that appeared to operate independently. This is similar to what chameleon carriers do by dropping a bad DOT number for a clean one to hide from negative records and bad CSA scores. Now, I don't know about you, but wouldn't it be easier to just do things legally in the first place? Either way, you can watch the whole video in the link above or below, and if you are dealing with similar issues like fines, audits, and bad CSA scores, you can always call us or fill out the form below and we can help you out. Lastly, we were talking about insurance rates and driver training. Right now, insurance rates just keep getting higher and higher, and it's mostly due to more accidents, and a lot of the increase in accidents is a result of more young drivers. They recommend a 3-step process consisting of onboarding, mentoring, and continued education of drivers, and these 3 things can have a massive impact on your insurance rates if done the right way. I'll let you watch the full video in the link above or the description below to get all the stats, but feel free to reach out to us with any questions about insurance quotes, rates, or even driver training. We do it all so we can help. Well, that about covers it for this month. As always, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to reach out to CNS with any questions or concerns.